Hey, what's up, guys? I just quickly wanted to say that I'm still just chilling out and being on my break. I have a good chunk of videos that I've done a while back that have been in my drafts for a while, and I'm going to be putting some out. I'll let you guys know for sure when I'm back. I don't know what video it will be exactly, but I'll be sure to say I'm back in that video. Anyways, hope y'all enjoy. So this is a little bit of old news for you guys, but it isn't for me. About a week ago, we got some interesting info about this new, mysterious, unannounced Capcom game. So I'm going to be reading an article from GameRant, and we're going to see what is most likely going to happen with this. Capcom plans to release an unannounced major title in early 2024, and if anyone was expecting or predicting a certain date, it's most likely going to be March. Capcom mentions its plans to release an unannounced major title in early 2024, sparking some speculation among fans and players. Capcom announced its intention to launch a significant undisclosed title in March 2024. This revelation has piqued the curiosity of gaming enthusiasts who are now speculating about the nature of the next major release from Capcom. The renowned game development company celebrated for its iconic franchises like Street Fighter and Resident Evil. Since its founding in 1980, Capcom has continuously developed games that have become part of a lasting legacy in the gaming world. Every time Capcom announces a new game, excitement with the community grows because of the possibility of a new installment in one of its popular franchises. Such is the case with the recent information provided. This revelation emerged during a Q&A session at a Capcom IR presentation. While the presentation was in Japanese, the translated excerpts shed light on Capcom's strategies for achieving sales goals and their views on the PC market. Capcom's statement highlighted their intention to release an unannounced major title by March 2024, as well as their plan to release Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy in January. This mysterious title, coupled with a plan to boost sales of newly released games like Street Fighter 6 and a focus on sales events, is part of their strategy to achieve the goal of selling 45 million copies of console titles. The announcement has sparked lively speculation among the gaming community as players ponder the nature of this undisclosed major title. Anticipation runs high, with fans expressing hopes for anything from a new Monster Hunter installment to potential revivals of classic Capcom franchises like Dino Crisis, the long-awaited Resident Evil Revelations 3, Dead Rising, or even a creation of a new game. Capcom's decision to release an unannounced major title is sure to keep fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating further details about the future offerings from the company's iconic franchises. The first thing that comes to mind is the fact that it's major, so I'm ultimately guessing this is a game involving a long-running franchise from Capcom. I also have a few franchises to take some guesses as to what it can be, and I'll be rolling out all the possibilities for each one. So my list contains Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, Dino Crisis, and Dead Rising. The first one I'm going to rule out, since I know some of you guys won't like this, it's Resident Evil. Let's keep it real, man. Ever since the RE engine came out, we have been spoiled like crazy. RE7, RE8, RE2, 3, and 4 remake, including the DLCs and the shitty multiplayer games. That's a lot of content in the span of 6 years. We are perfectly fine. We don't need a game each year, which is why I think 2024 will be a quiet year for Resident Evil. RE9 is probably in development as of right now, but you gotta take your time with it. And the only Resident Evil game that I truly feel like could be revealed here is Revelations 3. But I really do feel like Capcom has sacrificed those games for the remakes. Speaking of the remakes, the only game I would think would be there is a Code Veronica remake developed by a secondary team. And with Capcom saying either no plans or maybe kick the tires on a CV remake, tells me it won't be now. RE5 remake is years away probably, so we got a lot of time for that and to just speculate on what is next for Resident Evil. Next one is Dead Rising. There were a few rumors about a potential remake involving the first one possibly, but I didn't hear them until I went on a podcast and haven't heard about those rumors since. As much as people want something new with Dead Rising, I don't think we will see it happening. Another one that I'm sadly ruling this one out too, but it's Dino Crisis. As beloved as this series is, I just don't think Capcom is currently working on anything related to it. They sure as hell trolled us with Exoprimal and one of the main characters having red hair. Could it be a sign? That's just crazy theory and speculation. Capcom is probably aware of the request for a remake, but I think it's just too soon. If anything, it'd probably be 3 to 5 years down the road. Also, Capcom saying this game will be a guaranteed success leads me into the next two gaming franchises. This is a series I got into a month ago and I've been loving it ever since, and this game that will be the next installment possibly has me on heavy copium right now, and it's Devil May Cry 6. It's been about 5 years since DMC5, and it's the most sold game in the entire series, but the reason why everyone is not thinking of DMC6 as of right now is because Itsuno is working on Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'm pretty sure that game is coming out in 2024, which this is a last resort kind of thinking here with some copium, is a DMC remake. I don't know if Itsuno would be involved in a DMC remake at all. Resident Evil has separate producers or teams for their mainline and remake games, so I'm wondering if that's the same with Devil May Cry. But the problem is that they haven't remade any of those games yet, so there's no proof to back that up. But let's quickly talk about those games. You're not going to remake 4 or 5, and you're going to leave the reboot to rot. So you got 3 games. It's just which one are you going to pick, because every game has their reason. Next up is a series I know nothing about, but since it is a guaranteed success, what other franchise outside of Resident Evil, of course, has great success? Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World released in 2018 and is the most sold game in Capcom history. Monster Hunter Rise released in 2021 and succeeded too. I heard they just recently got next-gen console ports, so maybe that's a reason to not think that it's a new sequel or installment, but it does make sense if those games released every 3 years. So ultimately, if I had to put my money on what this game is, it's either Monster Hunter or on Heavy Copium, a DMC game. The chances of this game being a new IP is pretty substantial as well, but what can you expect from something you have no idea with what you're getting? You can say the same thing about this potential reveal, but we shall see what happens. There are no PlayStation State of Plays happening, and I think those are over from now on until 2024, and there's only one big gaming event happening this year. That is remaining on the calendar, and we all know what it is. It's the Game Awards in the first week of December. And do not be surprised if the Game Awards is arguably the most viewed one in its history, because there is a specific game that just got announced today that probably will be having its first reveal trailer there, which will have everyone tuning in. So yeah, just be on the look for that, because I'm excited for it too. That's my ultimate guess to where and when this game could be revealed, but to quickly brief and wrap this up, I don't think it's an RE game because it's too early, and we just got the RE4 remake. Dead Rising slim to none. Dino Crisis not happening anytime soon, I believe. DMC6 or a remake is possible, but on the no side of things, and Monster Hunter is probably the best bet. New IP, I'd be surprised, but if it is, let's see what Capcom has for us. Let me know in the comments down below about what you want to see and what you think you're going to see. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button and all that good stuff. As always, I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out and much love.